Biden is set to hit the campaign trail today after giving a fiery State of the Union address last night. The president covered several hot-button issues, including reproductive rights, the Israel-Hamas war, and immigration. He's also facing some criticism from his own party after an exchange with a Republican Congresswoman, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Lincoln Riley, an innocent young woman who was killed by an illegal. That's right. But how many of thousands of people being killed by illegals? To her parents, I say, my heart goes out to you, having lost children myself. I understand.
Let's bring in Democratic Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal of Washington for more on that. Congresswoman, thanks for being on. You know, ahead of this speech, you said that you wanted to hear an inclusive vision of what immigration means for this country from the president. So what did you make of that exchange over Lincoln Riley?
Well, Diane, it's good to be with you. First of all, I think the president knocked the speech out of the park. He was fiery. He was fantastic in terms of a proposition agenda that's really going to inspire Democrats. And I think on immigration, look, I think that the inclusive message that I was looking for was delivered. It was not delivered in that particular exchange. This was a situation where a Republican lawmaker was incredibly disrespectful to the president of the United States, which unfortunately is no longer something that we are surprised by on the other side. And I wish that the president had just not engaged with her, because I don't think that she deserved that. But I think that the president used a word that I think he should have used the word undocumented. But I don't think that the president's heart is expressed by what he said. I hope he takes a chance to clarify that. I do think what he said on immigration immediately following that was very beautiful, very inclusive. And he talked about his commitment to comprehensive, humane immigration reform with the bill that he sent within the first quarter of his administration. And he talked about what immigration means to this country, what immigrants mean to this country. So I think in all those ways, he absolutely did the right thing.
You also said you wanted to see the president call for an immediate ceasefire in Gaza. Are you satisfied with what you heard on that front?
Well, I knew that it matched what I thought he would say, which is an immediate ceasefire for 6 weeks. He, of course, talked about the situation in Gaza in very clear words in terms of just the horror that is unfolding there. He talked about the need to get humanitarian assistance into Gaza. Those were all very good. I, of course, want to see the policy shift in terms of our relationship with Israel. I will say that the announcement of building a port to get humanitarian aid in, I think we should be able to get Israel to open the borders, given how much money we fund Israel with. But it is an indication that the president is not just going to sit by and let Israel do whatever Israel wants to do if it involves killing innocent civilians in Gaza. So, you know, we are making progress. And I think that the important thing will be around the policy shift when and if the president decides to do that. I think that is a critical moment that is necessary. And I believe it's approaching very fast.
Now, you have said that if President Biden loses this election in November, it will be because of his policy in the Middle East. So what's your message to voters about that?
My message to voters, look, we need the policy shift, okay, on the war in Gaza. We cannot continue to have this out there. And we need to be able to talk about the president's incredibly inspiring economic message and the contrast between Donald Trump and Joe Biden, which, by the way, I think the president really laid that out clearly last night. So my message to voters will be, we're earning your trust and your respect back. Once those things happen, we are going to talk to people about why this is so important. And listen, perfection is not on the ballot, but progress is absolutely on the ballot. And the best way to make progress is for people to engage in the system. And that's why people's voices right now about the Gaza war are incredibly important. It's why the president needs to respond to that. But I do believe that if that happens, we will be able to put back together that coalition that helped put Joe Biden into office, helped us achieve so much in the first 2 years, and will help us to achieve so much more for the American people, to have a fair and just life with dignity, be able to get housing, be able to get childcare, be able to take care of their families, and wake up feeling like we're leaving a better world to our kids.
All right, Congresswoman Pramila Jayapal, we appreciate your time today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.